Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you all enjoyed. I just finished recording part 2, literally still on the same video, still on the same spot, and we are choosing spirits. Horror movie, not horror movie, horror story, scary story by the campfire that she has. You're okay, Sophie. You're okay. You just gotta wait for dinner. Okay. Anyways, so let's do this.
Oh. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful of the catches. Ah! They caught it. Catchphrases, will ya? Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing. Even to me. I literally pulled the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is gonna chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Rafe take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now. Though, I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Rafe are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. Damn!
Assholes!
It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old moon. Detective Hotta, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? From there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area? How could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. A huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside.
Ooh.
Spirit pauses her restored look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, in prison. His voice trembling. By now, as if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hotta confirmed, comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity. Only anxiety, as the night dragged on and no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad, more lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hotta was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her, like it never had before. "Don't let me die in here!" the man begged. "Don't let me die alone!"
Ooh.
"Stay calm," instructed Detective Hotta. "You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking for that narrowest of passageways, Detective Hotta watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. "Promise," asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone." "Yes," she promised. "I do." A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hotta, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in his horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, "Promise! Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised. "I do." And pressing her palms against the cold outside the box, but truly knowing why, Detective Hotta leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's.
Ooh.
It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. "Thank you," said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hotta and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches. A symphony of mechanical activity happened all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hotta gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. That sounds like a bad idea. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hotta had to think of it in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. Atop that pile a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking to the fire up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Cool story, bro. Hey, you guys can make it like a song beat here. Say nothing, Hunger. You stand without saying anything, approach, Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe hovering in the air begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hung back, and also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement, and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing. It floats away without so much as a goodbye. You meanwhile realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. With that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up He's blurring his latest song. Hey, baby! You look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. Go away, pop star joker. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day. I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those charged with this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby.
What?
No.
What?
Trickster
What?
leaves.
What?
You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet.
What?
Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. Wait, so if I breathe in your fog, am I breathing in you? Nice. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day. Even when you're a god, I mean, a narrator. Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Nice! Dipping in hot tubs of the spirit. You come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. Not for like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
Hot tub time, hot tub time.
You and the storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for any evening dip. Plus if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean to the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. That'd be a hell of a jump considering how far we are from the beach. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any otherly. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped one might say in this most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips are blue, your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find... revenge! Okay, so the simulator stopped there, I guess. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head and wherever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Well, maybe it's coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance in this world. You know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure that with my many sharp edges, a person's bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbering about it. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, and I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me?
Yes.
Who cares? Yes,
Yes.
no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Who says I believe in anything? And for that matter...
Tudor Dixon has been a staunch advocate for banning abortion in Michigan.
Are you for the exemptions for rape and incest?
I am not.
No exceptions for rape and incest, or what about health of the mother?
No exceptions.
Yeah, you suck, Tudor Dixon.
matter. Who even cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business and no one else's. Well, I'll be. That's a strong take. You got to cultivate your own garden. I just admire you, manly badass hero. You're not offering your thoughts or opinions simply for the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to the spirit's question? Whoa! Oceaner got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in the cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the, damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. I knew it! You people are trying to ruin my relationship! Humans! Humans, get out! Sorry, kids. But it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. You can poke holes in the towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch the spirit stare us off in the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. It's okay. Come on. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking to the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable to die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob their beauty sleep. Huh?
Ah?
Ready. As you relax looking at the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. What is this? Let's see what's on this station. Is there anything of note here? About 100. Turn off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. Decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. We'd like to summon your side as you lay by the fire. Spirit. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Comb? Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back, though. If you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. It was the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy.
Don't lose that,
maybe
bro.
this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you, like it always does.
Oh, Chloe, you're
the dark voice
okay.
from earlier speaks to you again.
Chloe, you're okay.
It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had all day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. But guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%, you hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You wake suddenly to see something looming over you. Trapper's sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. You probably are. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well.
Uh-oh.
2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines reading out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That would make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of us come live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. If I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier. It might be the last thing you ever forget.
Ooh.
But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Running alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second, where are we? This is oh jeez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to a camera. Can you blame me for not getting along well with others? Now, I haven't had a real conversation with anyone since I was a child. I take the fact that I haven't slugged the newcomer for their meat yet as a win. They look pretty tasty though, so who knows what will happen tomorrow. Hey Dwight, do we have a tarragon on this island? Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control. And right now, I'm using all the self-control I can muster. Because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. Haha, that was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway,
Okay, I'm
planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make them much better for me when they're screaming. I don't really care. This island is full of people who don't really like me. So what's one more? I don't want to get distracted from my plan anyways. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster.
Yes,
I can't
that's
help
true.
it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay. Those are choices, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that's used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Nice.
Yes! Happy, 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 yes.
You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel...
Okay, that is it for this video since we're at a wrap-up point. I'm going to be done recording for today. I got a lot of Yandere stuff done. 2 videos of reaction videos. The one before this that will be published before this. And this. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see more, comment below if you want to see me do more types of Let's Plays. Comment what Let's Plays you want me to see. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed and stay sexy. All my sexy muffins. Bye-bye!